precise, smiled like a mirror, polished and nice. Porcelain dreams, quiet and clean, nothing too wild, nothing obscene. Hands always folded, voice always low. I was what they wanted, afraid to let go. But behind every curtsy, a fracture would spread. In thoughts I rehearsed, but never had said. I was the doll in a velvet cage, golden smile, but I ride it with rage. Sweet little lie, I was made to play, perfect mask that wouldn't decay. But deep inside I felt it wake, like silk pulled tight till it starts to break. They dressed it up as a moral sin, but I crave the feeling underneath my skin. Pages I hid under sheets at night, ink ran red in the candlelight. Stories of ruin, iron and flame, men who killed and felt no shame. Fingers would trace every violent line, pulse would echo between each spine. Breath ran shallow, quiet, severe, a kind of beauty sharpened by fear. Not in their rules, not in their grace, but in the hunger I couldn't erase. I was the doll in a velvet cage, golden smile, but I ride it with rage. Sweet little lie, I was made to play, perfect mask that wouldn't decay. But deeper still, I felt it grow, a softer thrill I couldn't outgrow. They whispered warnings dressed as sin, but I leaned closer, I let it in. Not just the drums, but the silence between, the pause where something turned almost serene. Every command began to dissolve, every must I could no longer resolve. Fear and want no longer apart, something cruel beating soft in my heart.